Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my Centur-Ion deck list that I used to win a winner box tournament at my locals today. I went 4-0, fairly small locals. However, I wanted to showcase the deck as I've been working on it quite a bit this week, just as something to do outside of the fire mirrors. I'm not the biggest fan of this format, so I wanted to try something out that has a different incentive to playing fire mirrors. Obviously, the incentive with this deck is you can calamity lock your opponent and play a lot of non-engine, probably more, actually, yeah, definitely more than the fire decks that are running around at the moment. So, yeah, I thought it was a pretty decent deck. I had quite bad matches yesterday. I think I played bad and actually just got quite unlucky. I've got some gameplay on the channel coming up over the next day or two. So if you want to see some funny matches with this deck, check that out. But I think I piloted it a lot better today. And yeah, I won a nice little booster box and some packs, which I'll probably open at the end of the video. So if you guys stick around, I'll kind of turn this into a little pack opening at the end of the video just for banter, really. So I guess we'll do that at the end. But yeah, I decided to play in Centur-Ion. So I'm not obviously the biggest fan of this format. Like I said, I just don't think the gameplay is necessarily great this format, so I kind of wanted to just go back to something that's really linear, can play through multiple hand traps, play multiple hand traps, and have like an auto win combo. And this fit like it ticked a lot of boxes for me, so I was like, okay, I'll just try it out. I picked this deck up on release, and I was messing with it, and I came to the conclusion it wasn't strong enough. I still think this deck probably isn't strong enough going second into the fireboards, but I think the go first is pretty nuts, and you can play pretty well to outplay some of the hand traps or anti Centur-Ion cards that are out there, like Bestials, etc. Pretty well. Like I played through like 2 or 3 hand traps multiple times over the weekend playing this deck at locals, etc. So yeah, it was a good little weekend playing some Yu-Gi-Oh. So there wasn't fire mirrors. So we'll get straight into it. If you guys want to check out some more deck profiles and content of me playing decks and a local deck gameplay, just drop me a subscribe. Really appreciate it. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subs at the end of the year, and yeah, we're kind of on course at the moment. So yeah, appreciate everyone that's like watching the videos, like everyone that's kind of has these videos on the background and likes and comments stuff. I really appreciate it, and obviously the channel's growing at a decent pace at the moment. So yeah, I appreciate everyone that tunes in and interacts with the videos. It goes a long way, and yeah, it's really fun to just make videos now and then. But yeah, this is my deck list for Centur-Ion. So if you guys are interested in the deck, these are the monsters. Obviously Primera is probably the best one. Well, yeah, it's a tuner, so it's probably definitely the best one. Best normal summon as well. I always want to normal summon this over this. Trudea is obviously as important, but yeah, this is the best normal summon. But yeah, these cards are all pretty solid, and this was glued to my hands obviously all the time. But yeah, we don't play Bonfire, so it's quite a minimal engine, and we play like 19 or 18 one-card starters, so it's pretty decent, including Prosperity, which spoiler alert, we play Prosperity, which is quite nice. I wish I'd explain when we get to it. The 3 emblem, 1 terraforming, 3 stand-up, 3 prosperity, and 3 crossout and cold buy. So, and then obviously we're just chucking an engine requirement here, which is the phalanx. The rest of the deck is like non-engine, but so notably here, this is like all standard, I like to think. So prosperity is a way to outplay hand traps. It's a way to dig into these guys, which let you play through hand traps. And you're probably thinking, oh, we can't draw. Well, I'd rather play through hand traps than just be able to draw. So this guarantees that you get to play through multiple hand traps. Same across out. This feels like a really good role in the deck because you Cosmic Cyclones in the format. So this gives you an avenue going first to, if they haven't hand trapped you, so 1, play through hand traps, and 2, protect your field spell from Cosmic Cyclone, which is really nice. But yeah, I guess this is all standard, I suppose. But yeah, these cards in particular are just like the ways to play through hand traps and kind of like outplay your opponents. One little cool thing I've been doing with this recently is just holding this card for the end phase, especially games 2 and 3. Say if I go first, my opponent Bestials, and because Legacia doesn't target, which I believe, let me double check that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't target, just so in case someone calls me out in the comments. Yeah, it just places from graves. It doesn't target. So if you have a Trudea and a Primera in grave, and they Bestial the Primera, you can just hold this for the end phase and don't set it, because if they don't bestial you, this is guaranteed follow-up. If they do bestial you, you can just set a Premier off this and Calamity lock your opponent. So a lot of times today when I was opening this and over the weekend and testing, I've just been holding this card in my hand to see how my opponent interacts with me in the end phase. And if they say, you know, nothing in the end phase, then you could be brave to put a Premier back. I mean, that wouldn't necessarily, it still wouldn't necessarily play around a bestial, but, you know, it's just a way to outplay. Like, I'd rather get the bestial out of their hand. Normally, people are very eager to bestial your Premier, so they're quite eager to do it in the end phase, so I'd be happy with just holding it. And like I said, it's guaranteed follow-up, so yeah, decent card. I think this is all pretty standard. Obviously, cross out, everyone knows like the hand traps in the format. So this, and we play all the hand traps in the format, so this card fills a decent role in the deck, so I was pretty happy with how this is built at the moment. And then for the rest of the deck, which is pretty funny, it's just hand traps, like literally 18 hand traps. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Not all of these are great on their own, but because we play 18, there's a high chance that we pair 2, if not 3 together. A lot of times, you know, you draw hands and you literally have 3 hand traps, and even if you're playing this like against a Snake Eye deck, obviously when you do a hand trap and they play, it's really tough for this deck to play through the boards, I'll be honest. But because you can play a lot more non-engine, there's such a higher chance that you can just stop them from playing, and then Synchro Summon on your turn, negate your effects, pop a card, draw a card, and you're pretty much so far ahead on card advantage. But it's just making sure that you can play a lot more hand traps. But yeah, happy with this. So yeah, it's just a hand trap deck that Calamity locks your opponent, and that's pretty much it. If you want to see some gameplay on like how the deck works out, how I've been playing it, check out my YouTube channel like over the next couple of days, because I'll be dropping some videos. I appreciate the gameplay on it isn't great, because I literally just like, for example, I played against Volcanic Snake-Ion, and game 2 I lost against Double Cosmic on my field spell because I had cross out to protect it, and my opponent had second cross out. And then game 1 I draw my opponent and I lost to talent to take my last hand trap, and full combo. But I guess that's how the format is really. But yeah, we'll just go on to the extra deck. Access Code, Selene, Dark, SP, and Azalea. These cards aren't mandatory, but this deck doesn't actually use too much of its extra deck because we don't play the Horus cards, so I don't think they're really needed. I'd rather just play more hand traps over the Horus cards, because we can play through hand traps anyway. And the Horus cards don't really do anything than be level 8 bodies, which the engine has naturally anyway, so I didn't like playing those cards. So yeah, these cards come up now and then. I think a couple of times today I was using SP just to like pick away at back row, or like main phase 2 in SP away like straggler bodies on the field, and having Primera Trudea in a spell trap card zone, you can just special summon on your opponent's turn. It's pretty nice. But I wouldn't say any of these are mandatory, and a lot of times I was banishing like these cards off Prosperity. But Typhon, Zeus, Baguska for the XYZs. I made this guy a lot over the weekend. Haven't actually used these yet, but in theory they're nice to have if you get shifted. But yeah, and I'm going second if you want to shift your opponent. If you want to Zeus your opponent, I guess this gives you a line, which is pretty nice. But yeah, for the synchros, I played against Fluenda today at the box tournament, and this card was made the matchup very favourable for me. So I was happy I played this. Played 2 Legacia, the Crimson Dragon, Cosmic Blazar, the Hot Red, and the Baron. Obviously, we don't play any Bestials in the main, but I side into a lot of Bestials. So Baron was especially nice. And in one of my matches today, I played against Runic Generator, and he summon limits me game 3, and I was able to loot Baron multiple times to pop cards on the field and put them under their own summon limit while staying under 2 summons, which was nice because I was able to Bestial them, have a Primera summon, add a card, make a Baron, then on my standby phase, Baron, tag out for Primera, keep a Bestial on field from summoning during their turn, and then keep looping Baron and popping cards and just keeping them under their own summon limit while having a Baron live, which was pretty nice. So yeah, that came up. But yeah, I think, I mean, obviously Calamity is like the main incentive to play this deck, But if they try and like throw cards at you to try and chain block, or like, sorry, causes to miss timing, then I'm normally happy with that, because they're throwing cards at you where you have a negate plus all your own non-engine. And if they're trying to stop the Calamity like turn 3, you've probably hand trapped them to death. So you're probably like in a good position to summon a Blazar Dragon. And this card's so strong. Like, this card is actually ridiculously strong. Most of the time, if I get this on field with like anyway, if I resolve a Crimson Dragon, I'm more than likely winning the game, regardless. Also, there are some lines to play around Super Poly, where you just summon this instead on your turn, and then it forces them to set the Super Poly, and you kind of just have a towers, depending on the matchup, of course. If you feel like your opponent's going to Super Poly you. So yeah, there's some cool things you can do with the deck still. It's not as linear as people say it is, especially like obviously post Legacy Destruction, the deck gets a lot more support, which I'm still quite keen to play the deck even after all that support. But yeah, side deck, just like a lot of Bestials because it covers so much, and obviously the synergy it has with the Synchro summons into Baron is always very nice. Covers a lot of matchups. Wouldn't necessarily main them, but I'm happy to like side into a bunch of these. You could even side into more, but I think I'm playing Bell instead, which it just has a lot of coverage, Bell. So I'm happy to play this as well. This was like a local meta call because I thought a lot of people would be on Cash. But even if you play against Cash, you just make the Mathmech guy towers. So I guess it's like fine to still play this for a cross-out target. But yeah, that was fine. Cosmic and Duster, it's like back row and stuff, and you side this thing going first to protect you with a cross-out. Yesterday, you probably see on the videos that I played Sheer Ride. That card was terrible. That card was so bad. Please don't play Sheer Ride. I just testing it out and it didn't really go that well for me. The theory was with Sheer Ride that you play so many hand traps, you're just going to draw into like a nib eventually. But I think it's just too late. If your opponent's like playing through a Sheer Ride and they're like, yeah, I don't care, it's going to make you draw cards, I'm going to kill you. Puts you on drawing nib, which like that adds too much variance. It causes like the worst players to misplay if they don't want to give you draws. But if they're just like, if they're able to make like a negate, like a Baron or something, or an Appaloosa and just try and kill you through there, it doesn't really matter what you draw at that stage. So Judgment had 2 utilities. I played this at like an OTS championship like a couple of weeks ago, and it was really good for me there. I guess the theory with that was that it was just like it protects like stuff from being targeted or negated on your opponent's turn, and it just hits like a normal summon or a heavy resource summon. I guess in this deck it protects your field spell, which is really, really important, and if they hand trap you to death, it's just Judgment summon, so it's pretty good. So I'm quite glad I played this today. Don't think I used it at all, but I did draw it in one of my games. I didn't actually use it because I Calamitied them anyway. But yeah, matchups today. I played Runic Generator round 1. Then I played Flu. Then I played Viking Snake Eye, and then I played Raid Raptor at the end. So yeah, that is the deck. I don't think I've not mentioned anything. Obviously, I'm playing it pure, so I just like having more non-engine. But yeah, I guess like the format's not great, so I kind of want to play something that I find fun, which isn't always fun for your opponent when you're Calamity locking them. But I guess that's just the format, right? So yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. If you want to like have any questions on the deck, just drop in the comments. If you want to see some gameplay, subscribe to the channel. I've got a couple of videos coming out next day or two, and I might even play it next week at locals if I don't play Cash Tier or something, or something else. So yeah, I'm just gonna get onto it. So yeah, I won a box today, so I might just open this on the video because why not? Yeah, I'm sure you guys who stick around want to see what I pulled from my box. I was gonna sell this, but you know, I can't really be bothered, so I might as well just open it. And I haven't opened a box in a while, so let's see what we get. I'm gonna try and speedrun this, but before I do that, I might just open my OCS packs. We pull a common Signet Mining and a Chandelier. For the next one. Oh, no alties, guys. No alties. Never rewarded. Well, I won a box, so I can't really complain. This is the last art that we got for additional prizing, which is one of the Insect Ninjas, Mitsu the Insect Ninja, which was also a £20 Starlight Ray in Darkwing Blast, which is pretty funny. Okay, I'm gonna like speed run through these packs. So if you want to speed this up or skip ahead to the end, I'll lay out all my good pulls in one. Nope, nothing. Just gonna try and skim through the secret rares. A low would be nice, of course. Nope, nothing here. But yeah, if you guys are watching this and you're playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment, just let me know what your thoughts are on the current format. Got a Yu-Bell. That's pretty nice. That's a decent pull. The card's not too bad. Not too bad right now. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on the current format. I'm always interested to see what people's thoughts are on the current Yu-Gi-Oh format. Next pack, Master of Ham and Magispectus Winged. Next one, we have a Doug Charger, which I picked up this deck already, so I guess that'll be going on a card market. But yeah, I picked up the Goblin Biker stuff already because it was cheap and the deck was funny. It can do some funny stuff. So I might even play Goblin Riders at is that a secret rare? I think that is a secret rare. My room's a bit dark at the moment, but yeah, I believe it is. Not a great one, not gonna lie. But yeah, I might even play Goblin Bikers at locals this week for a laugh. So if you want to see some Goblin Biker content, I might do some. Samsarity Lotus. Brief Strix. And we got the Grand Bash, which is some more Goblin Biker stuff. The Horus Field Spell. Obsidian, which is the Ashen Field Spell, which is also a very cool deck. I'm a big fan of that deck. I don't think it's particularly good, but the theme is very cool. Like the whole volcanic dragon that causes it like an apocalypse kind of thing is very cool. I think that dragon is actually pretty cool as well, card design wise. It probably will have its day in the format. We have the Rise and Rebellion Falcon, which is very nice. Played against his deck earlier. That is it for my ultra rares, so I got one more secret rare in the pack. Please be a low. Will we get a low? What will our last secret rare be? Oh, it's probably not great. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't think you want to see the rest of the pack opening. I mean, I might do it. There might be a QCR in here. Doubt it, but might be. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna mop up these last packs. But if you guys want to see any more deck profiles of any certain decks that I played in the past, let me know. Might cook up some Rescue Ace. Only while the format isn't great, I'm trying to like find ways to enjoy it myself. And I think that's probably something to encourage. If you don't always like a format, there's always ways to like play it to make sure you enjoy it. And even if that means playing like a silly deck and not going not winning locals or anything, it still doesn't matter as long as you have fun. Is the main thing. But yeah, no QCR here, but we did pick up some okay-ish cards, I suppose. Not the best, but beggars can't be choosers. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.